Hey, welcome back to the channel. In this episode, we're going to start mounting the fuel system so we can get lines figured out, so come along. Well, we just got done doing the lower radiator hose debacle that you saw on last weekend. We're not going to go out on a loss, so we decided to start looking at like the fuel system stuff here. And the big thing that we're going to have an issue with is mounting our fuel pump here. So I want to mount it. The outlet of the fuel cell's over there. I kind of want to run it over here. And originally I was toying around with the idea of over here, but there's a lot of stuff over there, and it wouldn't really be any different if we just mounted it over here. So that's kind of what I'm thinking right now. Jason, it comes with a couple brackets. I'm thinking if we bend them, hopefully like right around here, we can get it to mount up tight against this. And if that's the case, cool, because what we'll end up doing is we'll come out of here, we'll Y, and we'll go to both the fuel rails. So I'm going to put Jason on doing that, and I'm going to work on getting the fuel rails probably put in. I'm not going to put the injectors in because I need to get some top hat adapters. And then probably figure out where I want to put the regulator. I believe I'm going to put it up there. And then I'll have the flex fuel sensor over here. And then into the top of the tank for the return. What do you think, Jason?
Hopefully the bracket holds up.
It'll be all right. Well, if not, we'll figure something else out, you know?
Yeah. I mean, we'll give it a try. We'll bend it and see how it goes. Should bend fairly easy.
I think so. So while Jason's doing all that, I'm going to put some fancy new radium parts in. They changed the color. It used to be a darker green, but kind of threw me off a little bit.
So I got that bend pretty, oddly enough, spot on. Here's a is this that bracket going to be in our way?
What bracket?
This one?
Nah. If it is, move it this way.
Well, you don't have much room that way either.
We can cut this.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll go farther over here.
The reason I want to get this stuff all figured out is because I got to order fittings for all this, you know.
Okay.
So we can make the lines. Yeah, so we got both the radium fuel rails in place. So I'm thinking it's going to come up and we're going to Y and run the lines over and then straight in and then straight out to the regulator and then the regulator back. I think the next thing I want to mount is find the spot for the flex fuel sensor. So normally I don't run one of these split flows, Jason. So if you look, the fuel actually flows through two things.
That's pretty cool.
The idea, well, because the flex fuel sensor is 3/8 internal diameter.
Okay.
And when you start making a lot more power, you need bigger lines.
Right.
Well,
makes
if you're
sense.
necking down to 3/8 all the time, how's that going to work out for you, you know?
Well, I don't like it.
Too loose?
Too jiggly.
Let me see.
I mean,
Yeah.
no, it's got to be more solid than that.
Well, I mean, you got it in there. You can, at this point, we can pull I mean, not tonight. We won't do it. We can pull the intercooler and do the inside ones.
Yeah. Why is it so crooked?
I mean, that's okay, though, Jason, because like that gives us more room for the fuel line on the other side.
I guess. I meant to do that.
Yeah, I know you did.
Yeah, for sure.
You told me when you were planning, you're like, I'm going to
100%.
offset this.
A little offset would be perfect.
Yeah, so last week we got the pump kind of mounted. We don't really like how flimsy it is. There's two spots on the other side that we want to do. So we got to pull the intercooler, which is why we didn't really do that last week. So Jason's going to work on doing that, right?
Yep.
And then I'm going to work on getting the regulator mounted. And then we've got all the fuel system components completely mounted. Then we can start working on making lines and everything like that. So let's get going here and check some stuff off our lists.
Oh, there. Wait. I might have it. There we go. It's Gotta do a little wiggling. Little wiggle and a jiggle here. Oh, maybe not. There we go. Whew.
I kind of want to put this here, but this is in the way.
Cut it out. I didn't bring my thingy. Do we need that?
No, but it looks nice having the thing on it, you know?
Oh yeah, that piece. Boy, the interior of this car has provided us with so many, with all the nuts and bolts I've been using.
Oh, yeah.
It's been great. I haven't had to search around to find anything. It's just right here in this magic red box. All right, so I've got the 2 new rib nuts in, snug down. Let's see what we have now. Oh yeah,
that's a lot better.
100% better.
So last week I was kind of thinking over here. I don't really think that's going to work anymore, but there's a really nice spot right over here. So it's already got a screw spot too, so then we can put another riv nut in there. And we can call it a day. You want to toss me that marker again, Jason?
Jeff is the master of losing knives. That's why I never let him use my really nice knife.
Yeah, the knight from the Revolutionary War.
Yeah. Chopped down the original cherry tree with it.
Awesome, man. I really like how that turned out, to tell you the truth.
Oh yeah, that looks nice.
That looks real nice, doesn't it?
And what is that, the flex fuel sensor?
Flex fuel sensor, yeah. So that will tell the computer how much ethanol percentage is in the car and adjust the tune.
Yep.
Yeah, so we got our split flow flex fuel right there. It's going to come off the regulator, go right there. Both sides of the regulator will come to both fuel rails. Both fuel rails will come up here and Y into the fuel pump. Fuel pump will go over here and into the fuel tank, and then that side of the flex fuel sensor will go into the top of the fuel tank. Realistically, you're not supposed to run flex fuel sensors on the return side, especially on a street car. This car it doesn't really matter because I've got a 2-gallon fuel cell that it's mostly just for the computer tuning aspect of it, so we know that our ethanol rating is going to be the correct rating. The reason you want it on the feed side is because as the pump pumps the ethanol, you want it to register right before it goes into the engine. Because if it's on the return, it might think you have pump gas in the car and you're actually trying to get flex or ethanol into it. Mind you, it'll eventually obviously catch up, but until you get to that point, it won't. So I think next we're going to work on doing the fuel lines. But before we do that, look at this, Jason.
Oh yeah, mark it off.
Install fuel pump. Jason did that. Fuel rails, done. Fuel pressure regulator, done. Well, that's actually where we're going to leave this episode. So if you guys are looking forward to more of the Drag WRX content, make sure you subscribe, and we'll see you next time.